Hi, everybody. Welcome to the late edition of Movie Fight.
Yeah. Our fucking producer just dropped the ball.
Fuck
We tried
we deserve
things,
better.
It didn't work. So
We've got individual mics.
Soon, we're going to have a whole new setup.
yeah,
We're gonna be a new location.
So,
We're gonna have
you,
individual mics.
you 15 people.
Yeah, really raising the production value for
yeah,
it.
Yeah, tell your friends, so you will have 18.
maybe 20.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're going to review some trailers that came out recently, talk a little news, and that's going to be it for the day.
That's it.
Oh, I guess we could talk about TENET.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're gonna.
Yeah, I
he's
thought we
gotta-
all voted.
We're just going to start talking about anything. He's like, all right, so this trailer ties into... So there's one fucking...
Let's watch the trailers first.
We're going to watch Dune. Mike hasn't seen this drop yet.
Yeah. Sorry, last time was the teaser for the Dune trailer. This is the real one now.
Yes.
Yes.
How long is it? 2 minutes?
Yeah. 3.
Oh, 3 minutes.
Yeah.
It shows a lot, but without showing enough.
Yeah, they did a good job about not ruining it.
It's not Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
So,
Do we have volume to hear it?
where's the audio going out of? Is it going to the Artex? Okay. Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm ready. And we're ready.
You're not getting any TV audio.
Last time you said that we were.
Yeah, it is.
It's going through this.
There's something happening to me.
Eventually.
There's something awakening in my mind. I can't control it.
What did you see?
There's a crusade coming.
Do you often dream things that happen just as you dream them?
Yes.
The test is simple. Remove your hand from the box, and you die.
What's in the box?
Pain. You inherit too much power. You have proven you can rule yourself. Now you must learn to rule others. Something none of your ancestors learned.
My father rules an entire planet.
He's losing it.
He's getting a richer one.
He'll lose that one too. Arrakis is a death trap.
Kill them. This is an extermination. They're picking my family off one by one.
Let's fight like demons.
An animal caught in a trap will gnaw off its own leg to escape. What will you do?
I know you.
One day, the legend will be born. All of civilization depends on it.
The future. I can see it. I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer.
My Lord Duke.
Where the fear is gone, only I will remain.
Go, go, go!
So what's your first reaction?
Going on.
Have you seen the original Dune?
Oh yeah, I was
We're
gonna say.
watching Dune alternate ending.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is not the Dune that used to come on TBS.
Yeah. No, the old one, kind of not a great. It failed to do what this one hopefully.
Well,
will do.
remember,
Yeah.
there's the one that we were talking about on the way home.
Yeah.
There's one that this director wanted to make. It was in the 70s. It was going to be 11 and a half hours long. He got 10 mil. He spent 2 mil on pre-production, and then nothing ever happened. They actually made a movie about the making of the movie.
Yeah. No, but on the one hand, Dune is a story that would take. It's going to take a pretty long movie to do right.
Yeah, it's like 3
and this
hours,
one,
right?
it's going to have to be a 3-hour movie, I think, to do it right.
Now,
not 11 hours, you know.
We'll talk about
Actually
we'll talk about it a little bit.
the Tenet review about the runtime.
So we have to watch 30 more trailers.
Alright, put on Love and Monsters before. Let's say Mandalorian for a little.
Yeah, that's the newest one.
Yeah.
None of us.
Also, I haven't seen that.
Jimmy's never
I
seen.
haven't seen any.
I've never seen any of the Mandalorian.
Watch it.
So Love and Monsters. It's good.
Wow.
I haven't watched the trailer, but it just popped up on my feed.
Love and Monsters.
Oh yeah, I did just see that.
All right.
It's popped up on my feed.
I've never heard of this.
Me neither. Action, violence, not PG-13.
I mean,
Shut it off.
these days.
Next.
We were wrong.
Got the boys in the band.
Don't move.
Let me see it.
Don't move. Amy.
Let me see it.
Okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
I love it. That's super sweet because it's terrible. Oh my God.
Where have you been, Joel?
Amy, I love you. I'm gonna come find you. The day of the monster uprising was the day I lost everyone. Only a small fraction of humanity survived to move underground. I've been scanning for Amy the entire time. And now I finally found her.
Joel.
Hey.
Joel.
Amy, is that you?
Oh my God.
Hey! How far away is Amy's colony?
85 miles. It's an impossible journey. Everyone will try to kill you. Don't fight. Just run and hide.
Okay. You all alone? Me too. You don't have to talk about it. You wanna come with me? Look out! Is that a samurai sword?
Yeah, it is.
Listen to
I was just gonna say, I hope it's Woody Harrelson.
What
That's
if
what
I
I was
have
hoping.
terrible instincts?
You'll die.
Super encouraging speech.
You made it all this way for a girl, huh? You ever hear the term fool's errand?
Amy, I miss you so much.
We have lost this war.
We could still take our world back.
You're more of a survivor than I thought.
Oh, that was awesome. Oh, I feel like Tom Cruise.
What is that?
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
2067.
Oh, I don't know. It looks like a cross
Click it.
between Martians,
Click it.
Mars Attacks, and the guy from the most recent.
Immortal Joe.
Yeah, Immortal. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of.
Came out September 10th, so only a couple days ago.
Continue to spiral out of control due to the oxygen crisis that the world has termed the sickness.
Last year, I had 20 kids in my class. This year, I have 12.
Ethan, what? Do you know what your father did here? Made the Chronicle. What if I told you that you could save all of us? Save your wife. We received a message from the future.
The future? This is a time machine?
The people who sent the message must have found a cure.
Do you really believe I'm gonna save the world?
Your old man, Ethan.
You may be humanity's only chance to find the cure.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ethan. Come back to me.
Whoever sent the message, we need to find them.
We are at the beginning of the journey that could change everything.
You have to trust me now.
This isn't about finding a cure anymore.
There's something bigger at play. Imagine that we are all connected by the very fabric of the universe. An invisible field that bonds us together. You, me, the stars. We can't change anything. It's always going to play out this way.
There is no other way!
We are all connected through time. This ain't about saving the world.
Don't really know what to expect. Don't really know.
It's not that. Maybe it's just. It's one of the.
All right, and now, any other trailers that we have to watch or talk about besides the big one that dropped today? All right,
I don't think so.
Fall Out Mandalorian. Season 2. Jimmy's gonna be very confused.
Oh yeah.
You haven't watched season 1?
No,
I've seen none of it. We neither. Mike hasn't either, right?
no,
I've
I've
seen
seen
that
it.
Oh well.
It's very good.
Pull him with you.
I've not seen it. Thought he said he hadn't seen it. You're not a Star Wars guy.
He likes the extended universe.
Yeah, just the movie sucked.
Like he loves Rogue One, Han Solo.
Oh,
Clone Wars. It's all good. Be quiet.
so Jupiter. Oh, wait.
You have about a month to watch this.
Show me the one whose safety deemed such destruction. You must reunite it with its own kind.
Where?
This you must determine. The songs of eons past tell of battles between Mandalore the Great and an order of sorcerers called Jedi.
You expect me to search the galaxy and deliver this creature to a race of enemy sorcerers?
This is the way.
You know this is no place for a child. Wherever I go, he goes. So I've heard. This is the way.
Right on.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I like it.
So I've heard that the baby Yoda thing is not actually Yoda, right?
No,
No,
it's not
this is
Yoda.
part of his race.
Same race though.
Yeah, it takes place the same times as like the newer movies, right?
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the baby's like 100-something years old. They say.
He's
Just
50s.
ages- Yeah, whatever. Old, but it obviously ages differently.
Yoda died when he was like what, like 900 or something?
Yes.
Wasn't it?
Something like that. Yeah.
The biggest thing with Yoda's race is before this, there was the one other lady, I forgot her name. She was in the prequels. There was another Yoda on the Jedi Council.
Yes,
Oh,
I remember that.
Female
was?
one, yeah.
Oh man.
There's a bunch of mystery around their race because you don't know where their race is from.
You don't know the name. You don't know the.
So is that what
age.
this whole show is kind of leading up to?
We don't know.
Yeah.
It also ties into previous things because it talks about the fall of
Baby Yoda was like the biggest like surprise of the Mandalorian because nobody knew about Baby Yoda until he actually showed up on screen.
But then everyone thought it was actually Baby Yoda.
Well,
right?
Well, no, because they don't have the name for the race.
Yeah.
Like,
So
that,
did or do most people like think that he's actually a young Yoda?
no, they just call it. They just
got
call it.
stormtroopers.
Do they
No,
explain?
they
Do they
classify it.
explain that it's not Yoda?
Well,
No.
you know it's not Yoda because, like I said, it doesn't take place in the same time frame as Yoda.
Yoda's dead.
How do you find out what time frame it takes place in?
It takes because they talk about the war. They talk about the fall of the Republic.
Okay.
It takes place after episode.
So they
6.
talk about stuff that you already happened.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
You know it's happening.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, they talk about episode 6, the fall of the Republic. So like in this, like the Republic credits aren't useful anymore
Mm.
because you get paid them, but there's nothing there.
Right. Yeah.
But it's a very very good show that like he doesn't really even know about Jedi's or the Force.
Do you need to be a Star Wars fan, know anything about Star Wars to watch the show?
No.
Okay.
You would understand more, of course, because
Yeah, but like you
won't go in feeling lost because you don't know the lore, the backstory.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen the Star Wars, but I was just curious.
No, it's a good, enjoyable show. I mean,
it's very good. It's
production value is incredible for being a television show.
Good.
I mean, it's Disney. They threw all the money at that
good
show,
characters. Good cast.
Yes.
So I'm excited. I may actually try to rewatch it.
I'm probably gonna rewatch the first season.
So the next thing that we should probably talk about is Boys season 2, episode 4, right?
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, let's talk about
Mike, you just got visibly uncomfortable.
Because y'all are endangering my life.
He's like, I am the closest. I have been swinging range.
I just like Brandon's
Every
face.
time you I'm like,
All right, Mike, you want to talk about some of the Boys review?
So one thing that caught my attention is when I was clicking on Amazon to watch it, I saw it had like 2.5 stars. I'm like, what happened? This is like the most popular show going right. Like, how's it at 2.5 stars? And my initial thing, I thought it might have been, because of Stormfront, like women empowerment.
Yeah.
I was like, really? I was like, that can't be it. But then I did a Google search and I was like, oh, people are pissed because they're not releasing all the episodes.
So they're giving them bad
So
reviews.
they review spamming it because they want all the episodes released.
Yeah.
Huh.
Now,
I was wondering the same thing when I saw the two.
Yeah,
stars.
but that's why they're doing it. Yeah, the people
It's-
are upset because they're not getting all the episodes.
It's like with Black Widow, Mulan, and all them, that people are mad it didn't come out, but now they're mad that it's only getting 1 episode, so they're tanking it. Like Mike was saying, some reviews said, I love this show, but I want all the episodes.
Yeah. Now, from a business standpoint, it's smart, and I'm gonna tell you why. So when Netflix releases Stranger Things or whatever show that's hot, it comes out and people binge it that weekend, and everybody talks about it that weekend. And then after that week, it's it. It's done. It's over with. There's no more buzz.
Yeah.
It's it. So you put all that money, all that production value to get like a week of buzz, and then it's over with.
And then people, people
totally
get their.
agree.
We understand because people also get like the free review or the free trial.
Free trial,
Yeah,
7-day free
yeah,
trial.
it's just
No. There's no question that business-wise, any show, it makes sense to have it not.
It just
right
is
away.
making people upset because up until this time frame, it was never that way.
And they didn't give like any type of warning about it either. Like, hey, Boys season 2, it's gonna be episodic every week.
Yeah,
on Friday.
I always thought
It was just like
having to watch
it was just like, here's the first 3 episodes, and then you have to wait.
Paying X amount of dollars a month because I can watch it
Yeah.
when it comes out in its entirety.
So at what point? So that begs another point: is at what point does a streaming service become so much like cable that it's like, what's the fucking point?
It's already going that route.
I know, but
see
you know
less and less.
what I mean? Like, yeah, when do you say like, well, the whole, because most people got on streaming services for a large point to get off cable.
when they start doing
You know.
commercials during the shows.
Hulu started out.
Hulu's
Yeah.
worse.
They're doing that. You can pay. You can get commercials.
No.
I just upgraded.
But
mine.
it costs.
No. I have cable. I
Yeah.
pay for the most, and we still get commercials
Yeah.
through like the.
Well, you have to choose. So you got the live. I was just gonna buy the package. You got the live TV, but then there's live TV plus ad free for the other ones.
Yeah.
I did do that one. I think. It
Oh.
was like $60.
They do have 2 versions. One's more expensive.
The
No
one,
ads.
the one I was thinking was like $68. It was the ad free Disney Plus with
Which at that point,
Yeah, the ad free is just for like
the shows,
the pre-recorded stuff. That's
Yeah,
not.
it's not
we're
live
always gonna have
TV.
ads for live TV.
Yeah.
But at that point, you're paying, to get decent internet, you're paying a minimum about $40, and most people are paying a little more than that, probably, right?
Shit, $40.
No, but you got to say, no, but like,
I pay $49 a month for fiber.
Mine's like $100 for the unlimited.
Well,
I pay $90.
That's at the intro.
That's
intro
2 years.
price.
2
Yeah,
years.
But it goes way after that. But anyway, to get a good internet to stream stuff well, you're gonna spend about $40. Most people are spending $50 to $100 somewhere in there.
Then there's
So-
you that's paying like $600 for cable a month.
No, not quite. But there's a lot.
Getting close there though.
Yeah, we're gonna get rid of cable. But so you got, let's say it's $50, and then you're paying, was it 60 plus something for the ad free?
We wanted the ad free
Right.
live TV, like
So
almost,
now
almost $70.
You're anywhere from $100 to $120.
Then you also got to take into account Amazon Prime. You got to take into account Netflix.
Yeah.
Got to take into
Right.
account.
That's just one. That's just one thing. That's just like Hulu and internet.
Yep.
And then you want all the others. So by the time you actually add it all up, so we have cable. We have one of the highest levels, with the exception we don't have HBO, and it's with our internet and cable. It's like $170 something a month, right? But we did the math with now we have all the other streaming services too, but we need to get rid of cable. But if you add up all those, it's not far off. Now, granted, I think the shows on all the other streaming services are better than cable.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Is like my dad, he has cable. He wants to watch something on the History Channel.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. He has to jump up a whole package
to get the one.
He has to jump up an extra $30 a month just to get the History Channel.
And that's always been the problem with cable.
Yes.
We've got like 400, 500 channels. We probably watch 4.
Stephanie watches MTV.
She watches MTV for terrible TV, just like you.
Hey, whatever.
You know.
That's why me and Steph we get
But
along.
there is still something cable has that has people like me and Brandon by the balls is sports.
Yeah.
You can't get away from live
Doesn't
sports.
Hulu have live
Yeah.
sports?
No.
So I was trying to do a trial for Red Zone this weekend, and Hulu does not have any option for any Red Zone. I actually did a trial
that's
for
no like
YouTube
you
TV
get like
just
your
to watch
local
Red
sports
Zone
and
this
stuff like
weekend.
So
that.
YouTube TV does have Red Zone, but my YouTube TV went up to $65
that.
a month.
So I canceled that free trial before I forgot.
Damn, Google.
So yeah.
Like $65 a month.
There is no way to get
Not get all. You can pay for just the Red Zone, but that's paying another thing.
Even with DirecTV, you have to have the NFL ticket to be able to just buy the Red Zone.
Yep.
You can't just get Red Zone anymore for an extra
There
$10 a
was
month.
one of the biggest ones for a lot of sports was PlayStation View.
Yep.
It was great for sports.
Best package out there.
But then they cancel it.
Yeah.
So this may be something that. Do you think Disney will ever have enough balls to pull ESPN and only put it on their streaming somehow? Like put it only on Hulu, since Disney owns ESPN and Hulu would be like, cool. The only way you can watch
Disney owns Hulu?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only way you can watch
Disney owns
anything
everything.
ESPN related is on Hulu.
Yeah.
Like no more Comcast, no more DirecTV, no more anything. Only Hulu.
You know
That's
what
it.
though? If they do, like, here's the thing: if you have one place you can go to get most of your stuff, that's nice. That's what cable was. You know what I mean? It's all in one thing. The problem is the price. Nobody hates cable for what it has. You know, they hate cable because it costs so much fucking money.
No, one of
Just
the
wait
biggest
till
things.
once Disney has all the properties and has it all in the one spot where you have to get it, you're going to see that price jack up.
No, that's the problem.
Well, no. One of the biggest problem is that you're also locked into contracts. You sign up for cable, 2 years, you can't get out of it.
Yeah, but you can get a non-contract, but then you don't get the introductory price.
Yep.
You know, and when the 2 years ends, the same thing always happens. People call and say, "Oh, I'm going to cancel," and they say, "Well,
wait.
there's this new plan that's out, and it's you know,
then
and
it's also hard
it's-
to get a hold of them.
Oh, it is to cancel. You have to call to cancel, of course, but they always offer you something that was more than the introductory price, but less than what it went up to, and they to keep you to retain.
You know, I always hear this story where people call after their 2 years up and they're like, "Oh, I'm going to leave," and it's like, "Oh no, wait, we'll give you the introductory price." They ain't do that for me. I was like, "Yeah, my 2 years is up." They was like, "You can drop your stuff off at the nearest Comcast center." They ain't give a shit. They are like, "All right,
my
bye."
dad calls like every 6 months and yells at him, and he gets
Yep.
free shit all the
They
time.
did not care.
you have to call.
He also pays his bill 6 months in advance sometimes, and he has extra money. He's like, "Here we go." So he literally be like,
Well-
"Hey," and they're like, "All right." Like he's paying for I think 500 megs. He has a decent cable package. I think he says he pays $65 a month
Really, that's really good.
because he just bitches at him all the time, and
That's
every
less
year
than
they
half
just
of what
drop
we
it.
pay. Yeah.
So
Maybe you're not mean enough, Mike.
I don't know. I thought
Mike's
I
like, "So I would like to shut up." Okay.
like, you listen here, gosh darn it.
Well, the turnaround for it's gotten really high though. You know, people getting into cable for just short time and they cancel and the streaming services.
The biggest thing is that dealing in the field that I deal in, that a lot of people, they want to switch it, they want to get streaming, but they just don't think they can understand it.
Like how to do it.
Yes, because it's a completely different platform. It takes time to even learn. Like even my father-in-law and my mother-in-law, they bought a TV, they bought a Roku, they have Xfinity, they wanted to use the Xfinity Stream. They didn't want to pay for a box, so through Roku you can stream your cable on that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you don't have to pay them
that's
$10
what I did
a
with,
month,
my mom, too.
for their cable box.
Does it actually work pretty good?
It works decently, but you can't access everything.
Like you don't you don't have access to your DVR and stuff like that.
Yeah. And the platform's a little bit different.
Yeah,
Hulu has DVR.
Yes,
Yeah,
Hulu does.
YouTube has.
They all have DVR, but
they're all cloud.
it's just a little bit harder to navigate for the for the more elderly people now.
Yeah, because you don't have a channel. I mean, like a number. It's not like 365. You just turn it. To
Or there's a
ESPN.
button on your remote that's like recordings, and it takes you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, I got it. It's I think we're getting a little sidetracked, but the point is it sucks now that you have to go to so many places, and there's no good replacement for cable.
It's
if you want everything,
gonna get worse though.
Yep.
This is just the beginning. It's gonna get worse. Like everything's gonna get segregated to where it's like you got to pay for this sport.
You got Peacock now. Who fucking subscribing to Peacock?
Or Quibi.
Oh yeah, I gotta give you that.
Which is not quite the same, but you know, on the other hand, you look at it, it's all competition, and when they have to compete, you know,
who's gonna come on top?
You know what streaming service is fucking great, but they're missing the ball. HBO Max is awesome.
Yeah,
every time I go on there, I find something it's like, oh shit, this is great. I love HBO Max.
But no 4K.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the fact that they
like
don't
the
have 4K.
platform's good.
Yeah, the platform's good. In their selection, like out of the gate, their selection is way better than Disney Plus.
Well, they spent the money.
Way better.
They spent
what's it cost for their?
Well, no.
What's their monthly?
But
$12 a month.
Yeah, right now. But they spent the money. Like they spent so much money to get the rights to Big Bang Theory, to get the rights to Friends, to get the rights to South Park. I think is The Office going there?
Yeah, I think
The Office going to Peacock. I think.
Yeah, Peacock was their one big thing. His Office and Parks. Right?
But all those things they paid so much money.
They got Friends. That's what they got.
Yeah, they have Adult Swim. Like you can go on there and watch.
They have Adult Swim. They have all the Cartoon Network.
With the exception of a couple of shows, I'm not there to have stuff like that. I like reruns.
Yeah.
I want there to see the new stuff.
Well, remember they're also going to have.
They have all their new shows.
They're going to have the new Gotham. They're going to have the new Justice.
But I'm just saying, like if this streaming service has a huge library of old shows. Like
no, they're making new content because that's also where HBO Max. That's where Lovecraft County's on.
Okay. Well, no, that's HBO.
But the fact that it's all on there. That's how I watched it. Was on there.
I'm just saying, like for me, you know, like a streaming service that their main platform to stand on is. We got some new shows, but mostly we bought all these titles.
That's just because right now they're just.
Yeah, but you gotta think like out of the gate. Like out of the gate, you were like super excited for Disney Plus, and then after a month, like y'all ain't put out shit.
Apple TV was pretty bad too.
The nostalgia of Disney Plus wore off in about 2 weeks.
Real quick, but for like HBO, it's just like, oh shit, you got all the Sopranos.
Like I said, if I wanted to, I could watch all the
Entourage, Sopranos, Game of Thrones.
Pretty soon, all the stuff from the DC Universe app is going to be on there. Because Young Justice just got picked up for season 4. That's going to be moved on over there.
Yeah,
I still haven't finished Titans and Titans season 2.
I haven't watched Doom Patrol. But
Titans.
I hear it's great.
Yeah,
I hear Brendan Fraser's good in it, which we were just talking about. Wanting him to come back.
I miss Brendan Fraser.
So beyond that, what do we actually think about The Boys episode 4?
Oh yeah,
it's good.
Dude, we went off the rails.
So far, I like where they have been going with Stormfront.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I like because I was a little concerned at first. I was like, oh god, are they just like Mike you said at first? Are they forcing some kind of woman empowerment character? And so far they haven't. It's good.
Yeah, she's a huge dick.
Like I said,
she's kind of like the female version of a Homelander.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I said, I've been reading things and watching things about the comic book, and it's completely different. And Stormfront's completely different character, it's one thing that this is going completely off the rails from the comic book.
Yeah.
Which is good because even people that read the comics would still be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like watching them and being like, oh, well, I know what's going to happen here. Right here, Snape kills Dumbledore. Boom! If you read the book. But now it's like, oh, wait, this is different because, like, in the comics, Stormfront's a man.
Yeah,
Nazi man.
But in this, they're like, what would make Homelander the most pissed? A powerful woman.
Yeah,
it's like
who's taking over his thing.
Yeah.
But man, they're doing a really good job of giving her this super manipulative vibe.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like on top of that, you only got a taste of her power, but like so far, it's almost like she's on the level of Homelander. It seems with what they've shown.
And
her strength.
She doesn't age.
She doesn't age apparently.
Yeah,
so or at least not.
So that's
fast,
why means we're not going to say anything, but there is a thing in the comic books that could possibly still tie in to the show.
Yeah. There's a bunch of things that may tie in.
But like this, but we're talking the show.
No, like
maybe a lot of people don't read I don't, but maybe a lot of viewers the 14.
Yeah, that's why a lot of the stuff it could be perceived as spoilers for the show,
but we're not sure.
Yeah,
like well, like I said, like one of the biggest things about in the comics, Stormfront's the number 2 hero, essentially. Yeah. He runs his own league, his own superhero team, but he's number 2 behind Homelander.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm not sure if they're gonna make her that powerful.
Yeah.
One quick thing about the episode, I was shocked that they actually had Butcher find his wife. Because that was like such a big deal in season
So
one.
quick, yeah.
And then
You
like
wrote it all down like it's gonna be like his goal for this season.
Yeah, and then
like,
I was
"Oh,
just
there we go."
house, no sidewalk.
Yeah, I was just
and
thinking
it just
about
kind of
that.
happened. So I don't know if they're setting up something bigger or did they just blow their load like really quick.
Well, and you know, it's like he meets his wife, you know, which is a big lead up. You know, it's his whole motivation since the beginning for him, and a lot of the main stories revolves around him doing that. He meets her, and then you know, oh yeah, it's great, and then you know she pushes him away, you know, because he's like, fuck your son, he's Homelander's son, and you know, she sees through his fake facade that he's going to accept the kid, you know, and you know, she disappears. So it's like, where does that leave him? Because his sole purpose to live has been to do that.
Oh,
and now
actually,
she pushes him away. What kind of dark place is he going to go? He's already like,
it's completely different. Actually, I didn't even told you. That's actually the biggest difference from the comic book. In the comic book, his wife dies in childbirth and he murders the baby.
Oh, okay.
He beats the baby to death, and that's literally.
He could still beat the kid to death. Saying,
the baby bursts through her.
Oh,
he finds her dead body and then beats the baby to death because the baby started attacking him. So that's the biggest difference. In the comics, his wife's dead.
Yeah.
So it's even a completely different thing.
And,
but other than that,
and in the comics, everybody has powers.
Yeah,
we talked about that.
Yeah.
But we like that they don't.
Yeah.
I still think something like that may happen. I could see them.
I could see her dying. I don't know how.
Yeah.
Maybe the kid kill. Maybe Homelander manipulates the kid to kill her. Somehow.
I mean, like it would be kind of
I can see
cliche.
that. Your mom makes you weak, killer. Like,
well, I think it might be cliche, but I could see Homelander's kid killing him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that's how Homelander goes. You know, it'd be an easy to go to.
I think
plot
Butcher
line.
has to kill him. I think after.
But that's the thing. Everyone thinks and wants Butcher to kill him, but being a TV show, they won't do that. You know.
See, this is in the writers' meeting where you're pitching that. This is where someone has to step
That's
in
what
and be like,
everyone wants you to think.
"No,
Well, really,
you're overthinking it." Because it's like, yeah, just give the fans what they want. You know,
now they're gonna think that there's gonna be a twist, but it's gonna happen exactly how it should happen.
Yeah. Or they do Stormfront. It's an episode, and everyone thinks like she killed him. At least that's what everybody thinks. But then like he didn't fucking die because he's Homelander, and he comes back like the following season.
Or what's his name?
And
Homelander's gonna kill her, that chick's girlfriend, and she's gonna be the one that does it.
Oh man.
Oh, I think A-Train is gonna kill the other fast guy. I forget his name.
He's gonna poison him or something.
I don't know what he's gonna do, but I think he's gonna kill him and
spike his
steal his
feet or
shoes.
something.
Can't run without your shoes.
Tie his shoes together.
because you know,
bastards.
Either he's gonna go nuts or he's gonna use that to get his way back into the 7. You know, being thrown out for the whatever the guy's name is.
Yeah, I forgot.
You know, but obviously they didn't wrap that up.
Yeah.
You know, so they're just. I think that's what he's gonna. I think he's gonna kill him. He's gonna be like, I'm the only fast guy left. So.
All right. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I know Mike's getting ready to start Raised by Wolves. We still have to catch up.
Anybody else?
Nope.
I've only seen the
I
one.
catch up.
So next week we'll touch more on that. We'll talk a little. There's been a couple news announcements. Then we'll break down 10. One of the biggest ones was Ant-Man 3.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
They cast the main guy from Lovecraft County.
Yeah.
As they believe Kang the Conqueror.
Yep.
Okay.
Which what we're talking about
the
is
new bad guy.
King the Conqueror. This is a guy that lives in the past, the present, and the future all at the same time, and he's Reed Richards' relative.
Yeah.
So Mr. Fantastic's relative. So he's gonna possibly be the big baddie in Ant-Man 3.
Okay. Still Paul Rudd, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, Paul Rudd actually just released a PSA.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Can you pull up the
Young
Paul Rudd PSA? All right. This past weekend,
few of us drove
all
to
of us but Mike.
I ain't go.
Because he hates us. He didn't respond to the invite.
We went to a restaurant in Ohio.
and then we went home.
So we drove.
Shoney's.
Man, did you hear Scott Steiner's Shoney's closed?
What?
Yeah, he had to close due to the pandemic. He's opening a sports bar though.
Shoney's too.
That sports bar is gonna be damn near illegal.
Oh, we
gotta go.
Will there be chainmail everywhere and just sirens?
It's his walkout music playing 24/7.
Nothing else. Just him cutting promos all the time. All right, guys, so we got some chicken wings that are $5.99, but then you got a -2. Half the people don't get that joke.
I love it. It's
all right,
good. All right, so we drove to Ohio, go see a movie
in premium theater.
Yeah.
Oh my
and
God.
the premise, we drove to we had to drive to Ohio to see a movie because theaters aren't open here, and we really wanted to go see Tenet.
Yeah, Brandon the most.
Yeah, Brandon the most.
I was excited.
But we wanted to see Tenet in a theater experience. We thought it
What
deserved
theater
it.
chain was it?
Cinemax. Yeah.
Okay.
Cinemax.
Or
So we
Cinemark?
Cinemax.
It was a soft
Cinemax.
theater.
A lot of saxophones.
Yeah. So we drove to
We
go
first
see it in
couldn't
a
find
theater
the
experience.
entrance.
It's in a mall.
Yeah, it's in a mall.
Deep
Okay.
in a mall
I-
on the second floor.
You got to assume that it's got like
Nice,
an outer
Adam.
entrance. No.
They
No, so
may,
we're driving around.
because there was that other one, but we're unsure.
Yeah. But anyway, so we made the drive. We wanted to see. We just thought Tenet deserved the experience to be seen in the theater. So we did.
An XD.
Yeah.
An XD. Okay. Cinemark XD.
Tenet.
So beyond that, let's start talking.
Yeah.
So
first off, that
we'll
theater.
start with James, Jimmy, me, and then
Mike gets to go. And then
Yeah, I can talk about it too.
So first off, that theater was definitely not premium.
all right. Actually, no. Brandon, go first.
Yeah.
I would like to hear your take on it.
All right. So, in a Christopher Nolan movie, in most of his like mind-bending movies, you're accepting of being confused in the beginning.
Yes.
Okay. You're like, okay, it's gonna all come around. Like, I'll accept
Yeah,
that. I don't know
mental
everything,
inception,
so
yeah.
it's gonna come full circle. Never fucking happens. So, the very beginning, you're wondering, okay, who are these people in this opera house? What does he do for a living? He throws his patch on. They're infiltrating this. They're kidnapping this guy. What is going on? I don't know, but let's just keep watching it. And then it cuts to another scene where he's fucking tied up on the railroad tracks, and he obviously thinks he's gonna kill himself, and he doesn't. Oh, he passed a test. Okay, so obviously the organization he worked for, that was like the final stage of being in the inner circle.
Yeah, the CIA.
Who the fuck does he work
intel.
for? Like, it doesn't give any backstory at all. And because there's no backstory, there's no motivation. You don't give a fuck if he lives or dies. You got to accept the fact that he can do everything. He can, fight in this horribly choreographed fight in a fucking bar.
So, we're watching a video on the way home. It's when he brought up the Seder Square. Okay? The main villain. What was his name? Seder.
Yeah.
All right. Opera. Tenet. This is from a forever ago, but most of the names in that movie
Are from the Seder Square.
Yeah, are from the Seder Square.
And I don't fucking care.
No. So it just seems like one of those bad things that he saw this and went, I'll fucking write a movie.
Yeah.
Now, let me play devil's advocate because I like to. Could it actually be it just went over your heads? Could it be?
100%.
So
Is it
I'm
possible?
not so I actually, for the most part, the concept that he's trying to to show you actually, I thought it followed around pretty well. I wasn't confused with the concept. I just
the execution of what they were
everything.
doing.
Yeah,
I
it's
kind of
like-
already touched on everything that I didn't like.
Like I said, that's
everything
the-
that makes a movie a great movie. The emotional attachment, all that. It doesn't have any of that.
It's kind of like.
Now-
go ahead.
Go
No,
ahead.
You go.
Now, like I said, if I make a final thing, are you ever going to watch it again?
I will, once it pops up with Korean subtitles, probably in a few weeks, I will watch it again and fast forward the first hour.
So, no. I have another thing for you.
I'm definitely watching.
What I want you to do, because every movie that's come out recently, you watch
Adam, how
everything.
bored are you
You
right
watch
now?
everything about it. I want you to go into one of the next big movies without seeing nothing. Without getting so hyped. No, but I mean like Dune.
I don't think it's a movie that I was.
Well, I mean Project Power, Dune. I'm so Project Power.
Power is a
This,
horrible movie.
but the trailer, you're like, this fucking is great.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Watch.
Even if I didn't watch the trailer, I think it was a shit movie. It wasn't because my bar was here. It was just a shit movie.
But that's what I feel like. A lot of movies that are big, you you watch every single thing and you already go in here.
But listen, so Tenet,
You're putting the pussy on the pedal.
That's what I'm saying.
Thank you. I was expecting a lot, but honestly, with it coming out overseas and everything, I didn't read extensive reviews, but I did read a lot of mixed reviews.
Yes.
And I actually lowered my expectations a little bit. I went in knowing that I might not like it as much as I thought I was going to. So I already went with the expectation that I might be disappointed if I put it up there. And I was still very, very disappointed. It was because of everything that a movie should have, everything that a Christopher Nolan movie should have. It didn't have that. It had some great visuals, but everything else that makes a great movie, it was missing. And in every way, shape, or form.
And I've got some serious disappointments with it for sure. Like I didn't come out of there like, man, that's a great movie.
No.
And Mike, I think so. Mike, we talk about his scores all the time.
That's my shit.
You are gonna fucking hate it. You're gonna be waiting for that moment that just builds you up. You get the butterflies. Not gonna come. Because you don't give a shit what happens to him. And honestly, I love John David Washington. He was horrible for that role.
Yeah.
They try to make him a guy who can beat up 6 guys, but also he's the smartest guy in the room. But you don't know his backstory. It just doesn't work.
He's Tom Cruise.
It does, with no backstory. It doesn't work.
Antagonist.
Who did he work for? Yeah. In that first scene in the opera house, what the fuck was he doing? You don't know.
Who you work for? One thing that they did very well is because it's a movie about, kind of time-related things, and especially like when you're in present time and things are moving forward, you are seeing a different time and things are moving backwards. They show that all the time. The backwards stuff happening with the forwards time present people is done really, really well. So like if they got a guy and he's watching a thing happen backwards, it's done really, it doesn't look all funky and hokey. Like it looks really good.
Yeah.
But the concept around it is executed shittily. But
Like
visually, when they do that stuff, it was
if you can find a featurette on how he filmed it, that's all you got to watch for that movie. Because it was pretty mind blowing the way some of the stuff was shot.
Yeah, really cool stuff how he did it.
Now, I didn't watch any spoilers, and I'm just listening to y'all talk. Y'all haven't spoiled.
No, we're trying to be respectful.
I mean, you can. I mean,
I'm not.
No, I mean, we're not like talking about like this happened at the end.
Yeah. But whatever. But I still want to watch it. But it's like a ton of Tenet explained movies. Now, I tend to not like those where if you have to babysit me through a movie, that means you just did a shitty job of telling your story. That doesn't mean it went over my head.
No, so when Z and I got out of the theater, we sat on the drive home. We played a bunch of
explaining different
YouTube
parts.
stuff, like people explaining
exposition.
And as we're sitting there, even before the guy explains, he's like, "Hey, just so you know, so after the movie, your brain's fucking melting." Mm-hmm. And then you're trying to understand, and he says, "Hey, just so you know, this explanation is also probably going to make your brain melt." So it's so tough that even the explanation that's been well put together is still hard to follow.
The movie I can think of the most where I'm like, I really love this movie when I first saw it. I probably hated it, and then once I kind of understood what they're doing, I loved it more. It was like Prometheus. When I first saw it, I was like, that's fucking stupid. Why would anybody do that? But then when I understood like the character's motivation was this, with her running in a straight line instead of zigzagging because that's how her character was. Like,
But did you get that from the movie or after you got some more?
No,
info?
after I got spoon fed a little bit more.
Yeah,
I got it.
And that's what Z and I have been talking about. After we did some of that, we're like, okay, maybe.
Like I said, I want to watch it one more time.
For sure.
Now, if I watch it one more time and I still don't like it, cool, that's it. Yeah. I'm never probably gonna watch it again.
Yeah.
Now, if I watch it a second time and I enjoy it more, okay, sure. Is it the best Christopher Nolan movie? No.
It is the worst.
So.
I was just going to say, everybody got a dud. Everybody got a dud.
I thought it was Dunkirk. But also Dunkirk had very little emotional ties with any of the characters. It was very little character development. It was still a decent, solid movie.
Now, this may be going a little too far.
Uh-oh. He's in his conspiracy.
9/11.
So, all right. There's snow globe, guys. Snow globe. No.
Snow globe. He takes it. He turns it upside down.
No.
After the credits, he was actually walking to the room with the kid.
Done. No. So, okay, before I start talking about what I actually was going to talk about, some of the things we're talking about, different theories that they were thinking. So, Robert Pattinson's character. No. But somebody said something very dumb that made me go, wait, that's not possible. They're like, so Robert Pattinson is actually the girl's son from the future that then goes back. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? But in the movie, nothing like that. Their way they react, nothing gives you that opinion. You know, somebody's like, so left field. Let's just see what happens. They're just throwing things to stick.
So but I do think if honestly, it's already a 2.5 hour movie. But if they could have added 45 minutes.
And gave characters more development.
And gave you the back. So, started how it started. I liked how it started. You know, and you're left like, what the fuck is going on? But stop going from A to B, you know, just from place to place.
Quit fast
he's an expert at everything. Yeah, don't fast track it. Just explain it. Give you that development. Give you something to care about. Because, like I said, that's my biggest issue. Because 2 hours into the movie, I'm just ready for it to be over because I don't fucking care if the bad guy wins, if he loses, who survives, who dies. You don't care about any of that.
Just the things that they nitpicked out of nowhere, like him running into Robert Pattinson's character, and then Robert Pattinson and him becoming best friends, and then him running into the girl, and then him running into the husband, and then him and then the husband. Actually, this is his. But what do you mean?
So, but also that doesn't make sense. So, the airport was basically Robert Pattinson's test. Because remember afterwards, they're sitting down. He's like, "Oh, you passed the test." It's John David Washington giving him the speech that he got. You know, an hour prior. How did that work?
How did he have permission to give it to that person?
To do that? But then, and I don't want to spoil the rest of that, but it makes no sense.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think telling me the plot is gonna ruin the movie because I want to watch the movie now. I want to almost dissect the movie at this point.
I want you to watch it.
Definitely, for sure.
I want to just take it apart.
But like I was gonna say, is it coming to the point that Nolan is falling into the same type of wheelhouse of an M. Night Shyamalan?
He gets so much
free that he is keep trying to top himself. He's trying to top.
I just think he
Inception.
This one.
He's gonna try to top this. Yeah. So Inception could have been like his Sixth Sense. You know what I mean? And then now this is like his Village or The Happening. You're like, ooh, like, why are you jumping this much? But the studio is saying, well, he's not gonna fuck up. He doesn't fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, on one hand, you got that, but on the other hand, the concept that he's going with is pretty fucking cool.
No, it could be done.
Yeah, it's you know, if you sit there and take the concept of like The Village, right, knowing all the concept, and then you say, and you're like, oh, would it have been as cool? I think not. I think the concept of this has much more promise than what it was executed than say like The Village, or whatever.
Yes.
You know.
Now, Brandon, is this gonna make you a little worried about the next Nolan movie?
Does he have? Do we know what the next?
Can you pull up Christopher Nolan's IMDb?
Does he got anything?
And then the other thing. So at the end, when they're fucking, they get off that little ship or whatever, and they're running with the fucking guns. First of all, where are they running? What is their goal? Who's he shooting at? Because he's got a fucking SMG that can't shoot very far, running full speed and just. Who the fuck are they? You don't see any bad guys. Who the fuck are you shooting at?
Yeah, there were some bad guys, and they did try to explain it a little bit, but I don't think enough. And what they did explain, like, was hard to hear.
Well, because it was also very confusing. Like, why were the bad guys there? Why? You know what I mean? Like,
they were about to launch a full. Well, I mean, I guess to protect the tests from somebody couldn't.
But why didn't the bad guy have any people that also went backwards? Because he's the guy that does this. So why didn't he have a forward backwards plan to then tie into their forward backwards plan to counteract it?
And maybe I missed this, so I'll be forgiving with this. But so he's inverted. He's going back in time.
Behind the scene documentary.
They do that big huge.
No, that is it.
That big huge raid where the blue team's inverted, the red team's non-inverted. When did John David Washington become non-inverted? It never explained that unless I missed it, because he went through the machine.
Yep.
After the chick got
Mm-hmm.
He's inverted. They all meet up. The task force.
No, you're right. In that scene, I found it very difficult to follow after a few minutes
because I thought he was still inverted and he was purposely going in the wrong group. Like, oh, I'm the red team, but he was supposed to be inverted. So I thought it was like their master plan to fucking do something, but they never explained how he became uninverted.
He did get uninverted because after they ran into the airport and he went through it, then after that point, then he was forward. Remember after he ran through and Robert Pattinson was chasing him, he's back into normal.
Right.
Because remember, that's why he was running. So at that point, after the airport scene where he runs around and Pattinson chases him. He's back non-inverted.
So he was on the uninverted team.
He was on the
in
uninverted team.
desert.
Yes.
Okay.
He was on the red team, which was going forward. Pattinson was on the blue team, which was going backwards.
Yeah,
Pattinson swept. He did not.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yo,
Damn.
damn.
Mike's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
Now.
Mike's like, you fucking idiots.
But so basically, though, without getting too crazy, near the middle of the movie, you figure out that there's actually a machine that
There's a
somebody
cog,
invented.
essentially, a gear.
You can go on one side, it's like a little turnstile, and you come out inverted. So you're now going backwards in time.
Yes.
That's how you get inverted. So they're basically using that machine to make bullets and guns and all these different items inverted.
Which we're not sure why. Like, why make this gear inverted? We
also,
don't know.
Oh, she was shot with an inverted bullet. She's gonna die in like 3 hours. Boom! She's fucking spraying suntan lotion on the boat deck, and
Yeah,
she's
you're
just
right.
okay?
You don't really grasp
why
the inversion
makes bullets more powerful.
Yeah.
Like, if a car is inverted, does the car go faster?
Right. You don't understand what's the point of it, except for one thing is and maybe I got this wrong, but they kind of make it seem like the protagonist is the one who creates the inversion technology or uses it the first time or something, right? He's one of the main drivers of it, right?
No.
Didn't they? Isn't
No,
that what
because
they were getting
in the
at?
future.
Huh?
Just in the future in
Yeah,
general.
him in the future.
No,
From that
somebody
point.
else in the future invented that. And they sent, like, so far in the future. And then they sent that back because it was a weapon.
Oh, I thought that they had said that he eventually does it. Okay,
No.
so then that totally.
So like I said,
eliminates
it's a
my-
lot of
my
things
theory.
that is weird. You've been quiet as hell.
I'm just enjoying Patton over there, just fucking losing his shit.
I'm good now. I got it off my chest. I think I covered everything I wanted to.
You rubbed it out. It's all good.
Is this like a movie you gotta get high and watch backwards? Does anybody
No, he
talk
did.
about
They
that?
got
it didn't work.
We're fucking.
Well, because
blitzed
you
out
gotta
of our
watch it
skull.
backwards.
Before the story going in, you're led to believe like, ooh, visuals are going to be
Yeah.
doing this. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, the parts that they have are done very well, and like that, it's visually kind of cool. But it doesn't matter if you're high or you're completely lucid. The concept, the way they portray it, is very tough.
Yeah,
it's very, very tough.
Essentially, they tell you all these things, but you jump from A to E to H to M to Z. Like, there's no, like, you miss parts.
And there's no string connecting that shit.
Yeah. So pretty much, you meet this person.
Yeah, he
keeps... And then after you meet this person, after 5 minutes, she then tells you to go meet this person that then gives you this quest item that then you have to go turn it into this person who then will actually then lead you onto this other side quest. But then this side quest, you have to fight the boss. But then to fight the boss, you have to tell him a secret code. And then after that, you're sailing.
But without anybody telling
Then
you
you're
the code,
sailing,
you know
that's
the
right.
code. You know everything that he needs to know.
Yeah.
Without getting a lesson on it, you're just an expert.
Yeah. So yeah, they jump.
Think
They
of
jump
it
all
like a
over
video
the
game.
place and they don't explain it.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a video game, but you're skipping all the cutscenes.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's pretty much what
That's
it mostly
actually pretty
was.
good,
Yeah.
actually.
So you're like, what the fuck did I just miss?
Yeah.
Why is he in this clothes?
Why did I
now?
go in this coffee shop and talk to this?
The way I was like thinking about it earlier, it's like, okay, somebody explains to you like, you know, nuclear power. You know, and they're like, hey, nuclear power, and you make electricity, and they don't tell you anything about how it works, and you're just expected to
They
understand.
want me to work the reactor.
Yeah, all you know is that there's electricity, but like,
Yeah, it's like part 1, get this. Part 2, that. Part 3, success.
It's beeping
they'll be
red.
like, hey, we need some nuclear radioactive materials, and then we can make nuclear power. And you're like, oh yeah, I totally get how you got from A to B.
Got that.
No, you get none of that. So that's
Chernobyl.
But that's all a lot of it is just talking about points. Like, wait, why, how did this happen?
Man,
Why
I'm
did
gonna
that...
watch this movie. I'm gonna put all that shit together for y'all. No problem.
I'm gonna laugh at Mike.
No problem. No problem. Yeah.
All right.
Record
You know
it, mark
save
it down.
that, yeah.
When I watch this movie, I will put all the first time. So I'll put
When
all
Mike
this
watches
shit
this
together.
movie, afterwards we're gonna do a single shot on Mike,
on Mike,
sitting in a
and
chair.
and he's just sitting here like
Yep.
this. He's like, guys, I didn't get it.
Actually, here's what we'll do, Mike. When that movie comes out,
Yep.
come
We'll all watch
over.
it together.
No, come over. We'll record you, no audio, just your face of you watching and just you like.
Yeah. And then immediately when the movie's over, we gotta start
I'm gonna
recording.
explain.
You're
Yeah,
like,
just start
okay,
recording.
All right.
I'm gonna do a complete breakdown and everybody that's
So what
confused,
happened?
Thoughts?
Everyone's confused. I'm gonna put it all together. Yeah, can't wait.
That's why we pay him the big bucks.
I can't wait. I'm telling him I'm gonna put this shit together. It's gonna be simple as pie when I'm done with it. It's like, oh,
yeah, the pie may
man.
not taste good.
Nah, it's gonna be good.
Well, makes sense.
It's
It
gonna
might be upside down.
It's gonna be like,
and
oh,
actually
man.
soup.
It's like, when I-
Oh, man.
Hi.
Yes. Yeah, I can't wait to watch it.
He watches it, then he's like, all right, Mike, it's time to record. Man,
See what
I
that
just
happened
realized
was?
I left my stove on. Just left.
I'm inverted right now. I need to leave.
I need oxygen to leave.
So,
Oh,
I
you
mean,
need oxygen? Oh, because the air would be sucked out, right? Because you're going backwards.
Uh-huh.
Oh, let's see. I already got it. Come on, man. It's easy.
after we gave him a lot
It's
of
easy.
stuff.
I'm breaking out right now. Denzel Washington's son was going
I
backwards,
thought it
right?
was Wesley Snipes' son.
You know what's funny?
Well, it might be. And then the new Batman was fucking shit up at the airport, right?
No.
And then Michael Caine came in and sipped some tea.
Nope, that was before.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going in the right direction.
Or was it after?
Or
No.
maybe before.
Inverted. No, it's funny you bring this up because you brought up Denzel
man.
Washington. As we get in the car, I'm like, well, it kind of gave me like a deja vu kind of vibe, but at least they explained that.
Yeah, in Deja Vu, they did a really good
But
job.
it's one of they did one of those things. It's like it's a weird concept that like they don't necessarily explain all the way, but they're like, hey, look, we got a machine and we can do this. And
They
you're
get
like,
you halfway there. Like
They
Val
do.
Kilmer does a good job
Yeah.
of like.
but on the whole, it's like they don't explain everything, but you get enough to be like,
Enough.
okay, they could have done that with
When
this
they got to the part where like we're gonna send you back, they kind of rushed through that.
Oh, yeah, they were just like,
yeah, we can send you
and
back.
you're back.
Well, no, like here's the biggest
Right.
thing. Like Brandon said at the beginning, he's a part of a task force that's running into this opera house.
Special
You know what
ops
I mean?
task
But
force thing.
then
Okay.
he's rescuing this person. But then after this person was found, they then found a box, and in the box was a gear, and he knew what it was. Like, you guys tried this? What the fuck do you mean?
Yeah.
Then after that, then there's nothing else said about that for the rest of the movie, pretty much until the end. Like that beginning part really had no tie-in.
Also,
You think it don't have
there is a thing in actual. I won't.
a
say
MacGuffin.
it. No, there's a
The whole
there's-
movie's a MacGuffin.
Yeah, there's a physical item in the movie, right?
Okay.
That's very. It's important to the how this whole technology works, right?
Okay.
And they have a name for it in the movie, and I'm not going to tell you because I want you to be like, what the fuck is they talking about?
Okay.
But they have a name for this, but the name that they chose makes you think of something else
Yeah.
entirely because the name is something else.
Okay.
And then at the end, you're like, oh, it's not that at all. They just picked that name to describe this thing.
Think of it without going too far into it. You know some DC comics.
Yeah.
The anti-life equation. When you think of that, you think of it as a weapon, correct?
Mhm.
When in all reality, if people don't know it, if I tell Jimmy, which we talked a little bit about it on the way home, I'm like, the anti-life equation. He's like, wait, so it's just an equation? I'm like, yeah, pretty much. Once you know this equation, then you can control man. But in like that's a powerful DC item, but it's really not.
They use a non-physical object name and concept that kind of relates to maybe what's going on, and then you find out, oh, it's actually a physical thing.
Yeah.
But the whole time they're using that term, you're thinking of what they're calling it.
But then also, like I was saying, like at the beginning, so there's this task force. And then halfway through the movie, here comes Kick-Ass and another task force. You're like, why is this task force here? Who's doing all this
Kick-Ass
task?
is in the movie?
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Can't wait to see this shit. It's gonna be great.
But like I said, like out of nowhere, he just shows up and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, there's a whole group of people that like the protagonist is trying to like figure out what's going on.
Well, he knows. He's an expert.
Well, he
went to
gets
the shooting range.
yeah, he does. But then
Shot a bullet
there's
in
this
reverse.
whole group of people that just are fucking experts in this whole thing, and it's like, and they don't. You're just like,
But even the way they're talking about it, they sound like they're unsure.
yeah,
Like-
they don't
like,
need.
They don't
yeah.
really sound.
It's the pincer movement.
Yeah.
Fucking Pencer.
The fucking pincer. How many times are we gonna say that fucking?
I love that
goddamn
Pokemon.
name?
Yeah.
But now, what was your opinion, James?
There's a lot I didn't like. I mean, a lot I didn't like you guys are saying, like super hard to like follow. Like
I know some of these words.
Yeah, what's going on here? Like no explanation. Freaking, but like I loved a lot of the action. Like the hallway scene, I thought was dope.
Yeah.
They were great moments.
Yeah,
I agree.
Like I thought that hallway scene was just dope. But like I was literally sitting there the whole time, like, all right, waiting for like that other shoe to drop to where it all just like, got it. Nope.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Are you telling me the girls never came?
Yeah.
You're waiting. You're like, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But
you're
it was
like,
okay. Was it the girls never came, but it ended up being a fun night anyway, or is it the girls never came?
The girls never came. We drove an hour and a half to see.
No, here's what happened.
So
the girls came, but they showed up to a different house.
Yeah,
is what happened.
Oh,
They got the
They
wrong
showed
address.
up to a different house.
And did they call you like, "Oh, we good"?
yeah,
sure?
we here.
And you
We're
found
here.
out.
Driving
And
hour
you
and a
found
half
out.
by them, and you can't find
No,
out.
no,
Yeah.
no. So we get the text from the girl saying that no one's home. You drive an hour and a half to realize literally no one's home.
Got ghosted.
Yeah. So
But then
now,
you find out they went to someone else.
now a couple things.
The next
One,
day.
the next biggest movie that's coming out tentatively right now is Wonder Woman 84.
Oh,
And that's set to be
I
when?
think
December?
No.
Yeah, moved to December.
Yeah, they pushed that back to Christmas
Okay.
time.
Jesus.
But
Yeah, I know, bro.
You can go to IMDb and just find just movie releases.
The
right
next big movie release right now is Black Widow and No Time to Die.
now. Okay.
They're scheduled in November. There's nothing scheduled for October.
Quick, which are you more excited for?
No time to
No
die.
Time to Die,
Widow.
right?
No, Black
What?
Widow.
No Time to Die?
No time to die.
Dude,
Z?
I
Z?
miss-
What? Z? Real
I
quick.
miss my
Just click
Marvel.
menu.
No Time to Die or Black Widow? Which one are you more excited for?
Probably No Time to Die
Okay,
because.
Brandon,
Well, no.
Brandon?
Because
Okay,
remember.
Okay,
I'm
so
not-
everybody but Mike.
I know. Haters.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm excited to see Black Widow, but I'd rather go see.
y'all
I rather
sleep on Black
drive
Widow.
that hour and a half again to go see No Time to Die than I would Black Widow.
I agree. And I'm gonna say it again. I said it before.
I'm not
and
saying.
I think Black Widow is gonna do well because it's a Marvel movie as far as the box office. I don't think it's gonna be a very good movie.
I think it's gonna be a great
I don't think
movie.
it's very good either.
Like I said, my best is I guarantee it's gonna be better than Wonder Woman.
Oh, I
I
remember.
doubt
Remember,
that.
remember we
I
took this bet.
doubt
I was like, I told you
that.
that it's
I
gonna. It's gonna crush
100%
it.
doubt that.
What did we
it's
bet?
gotta
What
be
did we
better.
bet? I remember we shook hands. I forget what it was.
I don't know.
You
It's
got-
something
you gotta-
big.
you gotta
can
watch
make it
Battleship.
through.
Can you pull up the Black Widow trailer?
Straight
Go to
through.
this number.
Straight.
40
No
seconds.
breaks.
No breaks.
Gonna hook me up to the Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, eyes open. I'm gonna get you slide drops.
Black Widow, the final trailer.
Now,
You go
Black
about
Widow
40
might
40
get
seconds in.
rated better because
No. I'm not talking about IMDb. I'm talking about
IMDb
as
on
a man.
Okay.
As a man.
On my
Watching
full
it.
honest
As a
opinion,
man. If
Okay.
I watch Wonder Woman, this shit, I'm gonna say, you know what?
I will
It's
be
better than
100%
Black
honest.
Widow. As a
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna be straight up.
because ratings, you know how
Yeah,
Marvel is always
exactly.
inflated. It's always
Yeah.
inflated.
No.
DC sucks.
No.
Marvel's great.
We all know it's a Marvel movie. It's gonna make money. No
Right.
question. But
Our personal feelings.
Yeah,
on
exactly. I'm gonna be
yeah.
straight up. If Wonder Woman
Yeah.
better, I'm gonna call it.
Yeah, I'm not.
press
Like I
play.
said, I'm not saying Black Widow's gonna be a terrible
That's
movie.
what I'm
It's probably
saying.
gonna
Well,
be
no,
a good
you
movie,
just
but like
stop.
I don't think it's not gonna be better than
not
Wonder Woman.
I think it's gonna be kind of mad. I think Wonder Woman's gonna kick its ass.
So I rewatched the
Throw it out there.
the Black Widow trailer.
You say the Black Woman?
You did.
Black
You
Woman?
said the Black Woman.
Is that what you watched?
You thought I was gonna let that go, but no.
You know what?
So I watched the Black Woman.
I watched Black Women Tuesday. I'm not bad.
Press play. We'll go back a little bit and press pause at that scene on the table.
Oh, he's breaking it down. It's conspiracy theory.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
All right. What's the theory?
Ooh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna
Oh,
be good.
I can't wait.
Pause. Actually,
Enhance.
press play. Not pause. All right.
Couldn't help it. I'm sorry.
All right. So this scene right here. Do you notice anything?
Is a woman?
That's not Scarlett Johansson.
On a table?
That's Florence Pugh.
Okay.
So that's the girl who's playing her sister.
Yep.
Okay.
What do you notice differently about her forehead?
Than what it normally is? You mean?
I'm not a forehead expert.
Yeah. Show
All
me.
right.
I see.
Look,
I see
Show me
lines.
conspiracy.
I see
theory.
lines.
Z.
Yeah, I see the lines.
Face off.
What?
Her face was removed. Hold on. She's actually switched faces with Scarlett Johansson. And then she dies at the end of Avengers. Scarlett Johansson's still alive. Boom, she gets her face back.
Bullshit.
I see the lines. Yeah, I see the lines.
That's a typical.
It's actually Nicolas Cage. But yeah.
No, I was watching it. I was like, wait, what the fuck is that? It looks like she has cuts going up her
It does.
face
It does.
and
It
around.
does.
It does.
I see him. I see him.
And that's
Oh,
why
I see it now.
And that's why.
See all the scissors over
Yep.
there.
Well, and that's why in Infinity Wars, out of nowhere, Scarlett Johansson had blonde hair.
You know what I think it
Or
is?
she had white hair.
I think that they just make them all super fucking pretty because that helps them do their job.
I was thinking say too. She just got.
I think they take all the girls and they make them really fucking pretty.
Nope, Face Off.
Well, okay.
Face Off.
Okay, now Z,
John Travolta, Nicolas Cage.
Her white jumpsuit is dirty, so we kind of know the snow base is gonna be the end of the movie. So that could be the end after she got through fighting.
Yep.
You know
I think they just made
Face Off. Just saying, guys.
Like they made her face dip. They either make the girls all pretty because it makes them better agents to seduce men, or when shit hits the fan too hard, they give them a whole new fucking identity and they give them a new face, and that's what happened to her. Maybe
Z got me again because in Infinity War she wasn't using the zap thing. She
Uh-huh.
ain't never used no sticks before.
Damn. Hey, Mike, tied this shit together. That King the Conqueror, dude. I'm just making money for Disney. Face Off, Nicolas Cage.
Ooh.
Now you also got to rewatch the Face Off to make sure that doesn't tie.
I love Face Off. Hands down, one of my favorite movies.
Castor Troy. Oh no, Face Off is 10 out of 10.
Great movie.
I'm gonna watch Infinity War. You got me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not going to.
So
say
what were you?
complete
You're saying
bullshit.
that because of what she was what?
Because she's Scarlett Johansson's sister. They went to the same training.
Now I don't know why they did it. I don't know like the backstory of why they needed to do
What
that.
were you saying about the way she was fighting?
Oh, her
Oh
fighting
yeah,
style.
she's never used because in Infinity War she didn't use her zap thing. She used like these fighting batons. She never used them fighting batons. Not in the comic books, never. And I think her sister
in the trailers. And
yeah.
stuff. All right, can
used
you
the
actually play
batons.
the full trailer? Play the full trailer. Go volume. Go everything.
Give it all.
Because that's the end of the movie.
Yes.
She's in a white jumpsuit. It's dirty.
Yep. And that's why
I tell people my sister moved out west. You're a science teacher. Your husband, he renovates houses? You're thinking about moving, but you're gonna wait until the interest rates go down.
That's not my story.
we're almost done. After this, I'm pretty much gonna cut
I
it
was
off.
an Avenger.
Leave on a cliffhanger.
I made mistakes. And a lot of enemies.
I'm not saying it looks bad. I'm just saying it's like, this
He's
is
called
season.
Time's
This is
Taskmaster.
season 12 of the show we're supposed
He
to-
controls the Red Room. They're manipulated. Fully conscious, but no choices.
We wanted this instead of Captain Marvel.
I should have come back for you.
100%.
Yep, definitely.
Enough.
We have to go back to where it all started. So they never do that to anyone again.
We're a family. We fight with you.
You won't win.
I've always found it best not to look into the past.
Okay, you got a plan, or shall I just stay duck and cover?
My plan was to drive us away.
Well, your plan sucks.
At some point, we all have to choose between what the world wants you to be and who you are. I made my choice. I'm done running.
She had the little fighting sticks. I'm giving you 50-50.
All right, come on.
Here's what's gonna happen.
Natasha, don't slouch.
I'm not slouching.
You're going to get a back hunch.
Listen to your mother.
Oh my god, this.
Up.
All
Listen.
right, enough. All of you.
So
I didn't say anything. That's not fair.
there's one more thing that was also said in Endgames that she was talking about with Chris Evans that I've never had a family before. I was like, what the fuck was that then?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they would do that because then the scene where her and Hawkeye don't.
Yeah,
get shit.
there was an emotional attachment that his sister wouldn't have had with him.
Maybe when they say the word family, it just
But then
means they
it's
both
also
got involved
where
with
she
school.
was talking about not knowing the name of her father and stuff like that.
Mhm.
like I said, there was a guy breaking it down. But I was watching it, and then I was like, wait. So I started doing some research. There's a guy breaking some stuff down, similar-ish, about it, and he was talking about different things and how just that's just going to be the biggest way for them to pull the cop out. And just
could be, or it's just a group of people who were involved with the school and their family.
Yeah,
the family.
Yeah,
So
it's not her
that
real
kind of thing.
mom.
No,
You know,
Yeah,
that's
like
what I'm
her
guessing.
cover family.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that was also the same thing with her falling in with Hawkeye and all that stuff. That's their job. Their job is to fall in to make it look like they fit in anywhere. Like when she first was in Iron Man.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, we're all just living in a snow globe anyways.
We are.
We're living in a snow globe, going backwards 10 minutes at a time.
So, but
invert my ass home.
Yep.
All right,
So that's our episode.
Next week we may have some better audio. The week, maybe the next couple of weeks we may have a whole new studio.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have one. It's just
That's
By
why I
the
said
time getting it all finished, we're working on it.
We're upgrading from somebody's basement to somebody's garage. Is that an upgrade? Right? You get the garage. Yeah.
It'll look like it.
Boys only up
Maybe.
there, okay?
Yeah.
Boys only plus Adam. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Like, comment, subscribe.